This is CoTCast, episode 15, on December 12th, 2008. A podcast by the casually clueless guild members of Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild fighting for destruction on Ostermark. This is CoTCast.
This is Veges, and you're listening to CoTCast.
Hello everyone, you're listening to CoTCast. We're our Circle of Trust, a Warhammer Online guild fighting for destruction on Ostermark, and this is our podcast on all that concerns us. Hosting today was Paz, but he has to work like a loser, so it's Audilus. We have Tack. That was weak. Zelen.
Hello.
What do you want me to say?
Well, you sound terrible. Oh, we should apologize now for the way Tack sounds. We don't know why, but he's the first person to be defunct on, Skype.
You really have pneumonia, so please pray and send presents.
Okay.
So what you guys been up to?
I deleted all my mods and uninstalled War and reinstalled by disk because
I'll be doing the same soon. Try BT back on Paz, checking the 40.
As by the way, he'll be chiming in and out.
Yeah. I had a heal grid and clean unit frames on my game, and then I took them off because I didn't want them. I had readjusted everything. Everything was fine, and then I checked something on Curse. I got auto death. I went and downloaded auto death, and then when I updated, it put all that stuff back on. So it re-downloaded the other ones that I removed. So because I didn't uncheck something I was probably supposed to read. I don't know. And then, so I go in and all that stuff's still there again. So I come out and I'm pissed and I delete everything. And then I go back in and all my stuff's invisible. My party window and everything's all invisible and I can't adjust the opacity of the bars. And I don't know why, but it was a mess. So I just deleted the whole thing and reinstalled. But now I can see the cool cinema thing.
Yeah, I did that at the beginning too because I wanted to watch all the cool movies at the beginning. So, Tack, what are you up to?
I've just been raising hell with everyone, dude. Was that really bad? Can you still not hear me?
Yeah. What level are you right now?
I'm 40. I don't need the level anymore. It's all bitches.
I forgot
Catch
about
up,
that.
Ho.
Yeah, that's old news, man. No one cares about 40s anymore as long as you're in tier 4.
I'm not even there yet. Hey, that's a question.
Telling yourself that.
That's a question I have. I'm 24, so I'm not tier 4, so I know I can't do the scenarios, but can I go into open RVR tier 4? If I don't care?
Not until 28.
It won't let me in? Will it be an invisible barrier?
It'll let you in, but it'll let you in, but you won't get the bolster buff.
That's okay. I don't care. But if I wanted to, I could run around with you guys and screw around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not running around with me.
One-shotted a lot.
I don't care. I was just wondering if I could.
An Iron Brick would one-shot you. He just walk up, ooh, look, baby Zelda. Smash.
I know. I didn't think I'd compete. I just wanted to know if I could run around or not.
I think you can. I don't know. We'll have to try it.
Then, I can try, but there's very little promise.
Well, myself, I've been trying to get my Marauder to level 40. But I've been distracted by Altitis now because Thrakis is no longer with us, so someone has to take his part. So that will be myself and Paz. Also, with all the new changes they've made, I've been doing a hell ton of open RVR because everyone's doing it now. So pretty cool.
Before we go any further, I just want to make sure everyone has their alcoholic drink of choice and call them out.
What are you drinking, Tack?
I'm drinking Natty Light.
Oh my God!
He's home.
I have never gone that low. Wow.
I don't feel so bad.
That low?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a college kid. I can't afford it. All right, continue.
Zelly, what are you drinking?
What are you drinking, Zelly?
I have a vodka martini.
Classy.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, classy. Are you wearing high heels and a thong, too?
What?
What?
Don't make Ab get on this.
Otis,
I
what
know.
are you drinking? What are you drinking, Ode?
Well, at first, I was drinking Coors Light in the cold activated bottle. When the mountains turn blue, it's as cold as the Rockies. But I've ran out, so I got into the girlfriend stash, and I'm drinking Cabernet now.
Well, that's good.
Classy.
You're such a pussy.
That is classy, though.
Stay classy, Florida.
Florida classy, okay.
All right, concerning COT, Wednesday night equals scenario night. You like that?
I like that.
Thank you. We have some theme nights that we're going to open up on our Wednesday scenario nights to the Alliance and make it a weekly Alliance event. Wednesday, if you want to participate, you log your character in, find out what tier group's going on. If it's not going on, then get it started. Stop fiddly-fadding around. Get to work.
That's right. It's a self-starting event, meaning start it yourself.
Yeah.
Which
Take
is
some
what
initiative.
self-starting means.
People,
Start it
Jesus.
yourself.
We always
Slackers.
do it. I know. Paz.
You do?
Anyways, yes, we do.
Yeah, I always start BGs. They're so much fun. I love men.
Thanks, Paz.
Good input, Paz.
How you doing, Odalus?
My girlfriend's here, buddy. You gotta keep that down.
Okay.
We also wanted to invite all the tier 4 people from Blacktooth and COT to join our PQ farming groups.
When do we do those?
I don't know. Someone just wrote it in here. I guess it'll be posted as an alliance. It'll be an alliance thing that we'll do. It'll just be random.
Oh my god, let me talk. Shut up. This is being hosted by me, Talk. What it's about is there's a lot of really nice gear out there in the harder PQs that require more than one group. This is, meant to, have a little fun, little things, get along with the alliance, just build even more because, we are, very much together and we try to get stuff to do. This is just a way to get us people into the higher levels, more active.
I want to bat my eyes.
We could all hold.
Sounds all romantic.
We could all hold hands and just sing. Shut up.
Smile.
Fine, fuck it. Don't come anymore. Don't fuck it on. Fuck it. Forget it. Forget about it.
I hear like birds chirping, butterflies flying around,
Squirrels are holding hands and singing and running through the park.
bunnies are kissing. Yeah.
I was gonna bring my guitar and sing Kumbaya, but y'all want to be, immature
dude,
about
you
it.
should.
All right.
Can you play the guitar?
Yes, I can.
I can play the tambourine.
You can play the meat flute.
That's called the skin flute, buddy. It's got one hole.
It's the meat. Alright.
This next one, I have no idea what it means.
What's what with war?
Yeah, what's up? What's what with war?
All right. You did not see the Paul Burnett chastising of the coders on YouTube?
Oh,
incident?
where he was talking about it was their fault that the shit wasn't working properly.
That was so funny.
And then
That was
did you
so-
see
Dude, you
the-
stop cussing?
Did you see the follow-up pie incident where he that apologized and explained to everyone it was a joke?
I did. Isn't he the boss? That's all his fault.
Paul Burnett, he's the creative
designer.
creative director person. Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
It's so funny. It was so funny. He's like, how many more does you got? The guy's like, about 20. That's another one.
On VN, they've been asking, when the code is actually gonna go in, and it's, I don't know, it's kind of like, as soon as they get it done, but it's rumored, 1.1b that it'll be in and fixed. So
That's cool. I'm okay
all
with
you
it.
gear grinders, just chillax. Just go take keeps for the sake of taking keeps, and maybe we'll kick a little ass on the way.
Impossible.
Hell yeah, baby. Official forum rumors.
Yeah, there's rumors of official forums. Have you heard about those?
I think it's a really bad idea, personally.
Personally, I don't care.
I thought we were talking about rumors that we saw on forums.
Oh,
and I
no.
was gonna
There's a rumor of an official forum, and Mark Jacobs has not confirmed or denied it. Basically, he's just kind of going on saying, if they ever choose to do them, he wants them done the right way. But he hasn't said whether or not it's going to happen or not yet.
I was going to say one of the rumors I heard is that Thrakis went back to the other game. Loser!
Yeah.
He told us he did.
Yeah.
I know. I just wanted to say that on the podcast.
I love you, buddy, but you're a fucking sellout.
Bam!
I'm sorry, buddy.
He can come back anytime he wants. I love him.
All right, patch 1.1, Stunty Stomper.
Go ahead.
Flight travel prices doubled, which is actually changed. They reverted it back to the previous thing.
It went up and down
prices.
immediately. In 1.06 it went up, and then 1.1a they changed it right back. So, but then there's in Stunty Stomper, he also said that the dyes at the vendor have increased like a ton, and it's the same old colors. Is that true?
Stupid.
Yes, that is true.
I thought so because I had a newbie character and it was like 6 gold, and I'm like, are you kidding me? To do a color all type of deal.
Yeah, I was doing One Piece today, and it was 60 silver.
Fantastic.
Wow.
For one.
That doesn't make any sense. Also, guys.
Oh, fucking Paz just lulls me.
Don't talk to him. No, don't talk to him.
He just lulls me.
What, guys?
What, guys? I'm just using AIM to talk to her. I don't want everyone to know what I'm saying.
I said, don't you fucking lull me,
I like
bitch.
penis.
I love Justin Timberlake. All right,
guys,
next one.
start working your talisman skills or start saving your money.
I think that's gone already. Isn't it too late? Didn't that come out?
Is it really?
I think
it did go in.
Yeah, that's in now.
Wow, thanks a lot for throwing me under the bus there. Just trying to follow the outline. You threw me under the bus. Good job.
I'm sorry. But anyway, the patch won't let you salvage vendor gear anymore, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
I won't do talisman stuff anymore, so I'm not sure.
And devs weighing on 1.1a, they start talking about it. Yeah, I've read a little bit about that. I think they're going more for an offensive type game than a defensive type game. When I first looked at the game, looking at all the 40 abilities, in the early levels it seemed like offense was all about, and then that the defense really came through with tanks, in the rank for morales, reducing 75% damage taken for the entire group, etc., all that stuff. But as it seems, they really want an offensive CC controlled game. That's what I have to say.
I liked in the 1.1a and the new open RVR changes that they're making. It really shows that I got all this new found inspiration and optimism for the game, and because I was kind of getting to a negative place there for a little while. But I'm fickle and I'm shallow, and so 1.1a has restored my faith in Mythic and the game, and I really think they're actually trying to do what they said: let everybody play how they want to play. You want to PvE, go ahead. You want to do scenarios, go ahead. You want to do open RVR, go ahead. But you're going to get to endgame either way, and it's all going to be awesome, no matter what you like.
No, I agree with you because I was kind of in the same spot. I was getting bored with my Marauder. I started rolling alts, started doing this. But, with the new changes, just, being able to log on, like we were on this morning at like 9 o'clock this morning, and there was one warband of destruction and 2 warbands of order doing open RVR. And I haven't seen that recently. And, I know it has a lot to do with people all getting into Tier 4, but I think, with all the new changes they did, adding the influence rewards, doing that kind of thing, the game seems to run a lot smoother for me, and I don't crash as much as I did. So, I really think they're trying to make it better. It's, I've had a lot of fun in the last 2 days doing open RVR.
They were saying even like as of last night they did a small patch where it's like drastically fixed like a lot of issues that were causing people to crash the desktop. So that's cool. It seems like every time there's a patch that's included, like a little bit better every time.
Right.
I just wanted to say that the OVR influence rewards, they're very obviously just a temporary fix. It's quite clear they are fixed because there's a lot of people out there wanting to get them because they're really nice rewards. They are absolutely phenomenal, and I think Mythic kind of put it out there. They kind of put out this carrot idea out there to try to temporary give people something to do and give them a little space and breathing room and stop seeing all these "there's no OVR, I'm going to quit" threads. And now they have a little breathing room to try to think of something worthwhile, like increasing renown by 150%.
Yeah, but you know what? But if you look at other games too, that's what they all kind of do. I mean, even if you look at the other game, you sit there and you grind for hours and hours and hours waiting for one piece to drop that you and 13 other people are fighting for. So it's the same old crap every game does.
Well, WoW isn't every other game. Let's not treat that other game like let's not treat that other. Well, they're both PvE gear-based games. This is an RVR PvP-based game. Gear in the 7 years Dark Age has been out now. When the game first came out, the best DPS dagger in the game had 16.1 DPS. Now, 7 years later, the best DPS dagger in the game has 16.5 DPS. So I think they're really going along this carrot on a stick idea a little bit wrong. By all means, give us cool looking gear, give us good gear, but don't make it hard to get.
You're afraid it's gonna get gear focused?
I'm afraid it is. I'm afraid they're trying to go down the same path Trials of Atlantis went. They're trying to, set these two worlds apart, but in RVR, it's PvE and PvP. That's what RVR is. Realm versus realm. Everything in the realm pertains to that. We don't want to spend 17 hours so we can do 3 hours of PvP and taking keeps. We want to look amazing within only being 40 for 2 months, and we want to go out there and just do nothing but RVR. We want to have our max skill gear. We want to, this may just me talking, I don't want to sit there and farm for pieces of gear and hope that the one piece of armor you've been waiting for months to drop finally drops. And then after building your character for 8 months, then go do what you want to do. And then know you're, a useful aspect on the field of battle. I'm not asking them to mail us the pieces of gear. I'm asking them to, make the fights a little bit challenging so that you do have a little bit of cohesion for the team, but don't have it to the point where that tanks are getting hit for 5k damage, and if they're not standing in the right place. Don't have shit like that. That's just me.
I agree with you there. I mean, I like PvP aspect of it. I like going in there and PvPing. Like today, when we're trying to lock down Prague, you got to do the PQs. You got to hold the spots, in the open RVR areas. So there is a lot more that pertains to to locking out an area. And I don't want it to become totally gear driven either, because that's why I left the other game. So
yeah, let's stop saying the other game. It's not like it's Voldemort and Harry Potter here. It's fucking WoW.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Like, how evil is this?
I like saying the other game.
The other game.
The other
game. He who shall not be named.
The game that shall not be named. Yeah. Maybe it's unfair of us, though, to expect DOC again. The community.
Well, it is unfair of us.
Most of the community is screaming for gear. We're the minority now,
Well,
because that's what they're used to.
I'm not saying don't
give
us gear. Don't not give us gear. Give us gear. Let us look amazing. Let all the characters have their tier 7 epic gear. Don't make it damn near impossible to get. Make it easy so everyone has a chance to get it.
So it's not such a focus.
And then they can focus on focus on RVR instead of getting the gear.
I agree with that.
The reward should be killing the king, not the gear you get off the king.
Good point.
So,
no, I agree totally. Nothing to add.
I want to give you a hug, Tag.
I want to give you a new mic, Tag.
I'll give you a mic. Speak right into it clearly, please. Next event, Keg End event. Don't know what that's about.
Okay, that is about the Christmas event is like. It's a dwarf celebration, and I'm not sure what you actually have to do, but I know pub crawling through your capital city is one of the tasks you have to do, and you get these kegs and stuff. It starts December 17th, so it's their next like cool festivity thing.
Kind of RP deal.
Yeah. I could handle a pub crawl. I'm not sure how Chaos likes to celebrate dwarf events, but apparently they'll do anything to drink. So.
Well, we usually just get naked and run around.
Yeah, we don't care. We don't really care.
Chaos.
Let's see. Dude, the first time I ever had a keg, we took it to the pool the next day when it was still like half full, and we threw it in the pool, and we sat in the pool all day and just drank directly from the keg. It was a lot of fun.
Nice. That's money, dude.
Nice. Yeah, it sounds kind of fun.
So you gotta love living in South Florida.
Mm-hmm.
What is this part here where you wrote, remember guys, in order for us to be able to do anything in cities, we're going to require the tier 2 wards, Sentinel Conqueror. We need to start working on those ASAP. What's a ward? A
ward is something that Mythic has implemented that I think is ingenious. A ward, as it stands, if you each piece of armor, whether acquired through PvP or PvE, will reduce the amount of damage you take and increase the amount of damage you do towards in-game bosses, depending on what in-game boss, by 15%. You get the first tier set from Bastion Stair, and that allows you to do city instances, Lost Vale, Biorot, all that stuff, and that gives you the tier 2 rewards, Sentinel, which is a PvE, Bloodlord and Sentinel are the PvE, Annihilator and Conqueror are the PvP, and you need the Sentinel gear to start working on your Invader gear, which is what you do to do the first wave of PQ city sub-bosses. The way sacking a city works right now is it's not you run in and you start killing random shit. That's one way you do it, but in order to completely sack the city, you do PQs, and you have to be successful in those PQs. And after doing enough PQs, you can then take out the king. But in order to take out the king, I think you need the tier 6 wards, which to be honest with you, I can't remember the name.
It sounds to me like I have to gear grind a bunch of PvE gear and then use that, or I can't take part in a RVR situation, and I don't like that.
Well, you can get it also.
I have to have this gear. It's necessary?
It's absolutely necessary in order to progress.
Okay, drudgery comes to mind. Tell me why it's ingenious.
Yes.
Tell me why I'm misunderstanding. Tell me why I'm wrong.
Because it's allowing you to do, through pacing yourself, higher level, harder bosses without necessarily increasing the stats and the bonuses on the gear. There's still a little bit of increases and a little bit of, better stuff just to give you that kind of reward feeling. but they're adhering to they don't want someone in tier 5 gear to completely dominate someone in tier 1 gear. They're just barely going to have better health and better strength and better whatever. They're just barely going to have that. It's not really going to be outstanding.
No, I mean, like, these wards. I have to have these wards in order to take part.
Yes,
in
it's like a step ladder
city
system.
take.
Yep, in order to be effective.
Okay, that sounds to me like I have to gear grind to take part in the end game.
Yep.
Well, how is that cool? That sounds like ass.
It's giving. Well, I mean, what do you expect your scrub ass 24 zealot can walk in and say, "I own this city"?
No, I expect my level 40 to be able to go in and say, "I own the city" without having to have a certain type of gear on. Like, can I just wear whatever gear I'm wearing and go in there and kick ass?
I mean, as a healer, you'll still be able to do it because it's open PQs most of the time. But when it gets to the king fight, which is 24 people only, you're going to get owned.
It's pretty much with the armor and acquiring the armor. It's pretty much just a passage to move on to do the king. That's what it is.
That's what I don't like. That I have to grind this gear in order to take part in endgame. This gear is so important. This ward gear.
You're too focused on the king being endgame. The endgame is the road to the king.
That's true. But still, I can't take part in it.
You can take part in it. You're just going to get wrecked.
Well, because the different tiers, they have special bonuses that protect you from certain attacks that they do, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would just be beneficial for you to have this gear so that, you don't get pwned.
But that's what I mean. I think it's lame that the game requires me to have, I don't know, this.
It doesn't require you to have it.
Well, if you want to win.
You can get this gear through doing RVRs, though, so it's not like you have to do PvE.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
There's two sets that they're almost identical.
But it still
There's
seems like it's
PvE.
gear dependent.
Yeah, that's how MMOs are going to go from now on, because too much of a carrot on a stick crowd.
Why are you laughing
Are we all
at
cleared
me?
up on this?
No, I still don't like it.
You should love it, Zelly. I mean, wow, I love it, and it's.
And
I love Justin Timberlake.
I'm just saying. On the whole, it feels amazing. Thanks for your input, Paz.
Okay, yeah, there was this weird thing where these guilds were trying to do, like, organize 6 versus 6, and they would, like, basically meet up, like, schedule times to meet up in RVR and, like, basically 6v6 duel. And it's on Wizards and Wenches, and GOA basically came out and told them, no, you can't do that. You can't do a 6 versus 6 night or a 5 versus 5 night. You can't actually organize it. If it happens in natural open RVR, you can do it. But if you organize it and you're, standing around like spectators and watching and like doing this organized duel, then no, it's forbidden. You'll get in trouble.
Why?
It's communicating with the realm, which is against the terms of service. The enemy realm, which is against the terms of service. You should not do that at all. You're at war. It's not meant for small talk.
Yeah, and it doesn't go well with the war setting. You're supposed to be bitter and horrible, evil enemies, and you're not supposed to coordinate little funsy activities together like that.
Yeah, but what if it's an RP event?
That's not RPing. You wouldn't ever coordinate something like that. You would want to slaughter everyone there, the spectators and everybody. So it doesn't really count as an RP event.
It's not like, Warcraft where, you have this quote-unquote tense ceasefire that you still fight each other with. It's, this is war, goddammit. It's Warhammer Online. You are going to fight each other.
And they said it's okay to do some prearranged RVR. Like, it's perfectly okay to say, we're going to be in this zone at this time and we're going to kill everybody there. Like, that's okay because that's, like, the war attitude. But, coupling up and making little friendly duels is going to get you in trouble. You can actually get penalized for doing that.
It goes completely against the war terminology.
The mentality, yeah. It's completely wrong.
Other interests, Star Wars The Old Republic.
Oh.
I'm really excited for this MMO.
I was until they just announced that they're going to do microtransaction-based, instead of subscription-based.
What does that mean, microtransaction?
That's up for debate right now. Like, some companies, microtransaction, you pay for items in game, or you'll pay for. Sometimes it's not items though. Sometimes you're paying for
money.
No, well, sometimes, but other people are saying, like, and maybe it's. Maybe you're getting like a windowed-based free game, but then to get it like full screen, then you'd have to pay to get that. You know what I mean? Like, it would be more visual rather than, I don't know, like everything could be microtransaction based. They could charge you for every little nickel and dime thing that they could
That's lame.
think of.
Why would they do that? That's for like those cheesy MMOs that no one plays.
It has been so far, but like with BioWare doing it, I'm trying to keep an open mind that maybe they have this whole something different that we haven't seen yet that won't make it suck, because I don't want this to suck.
Are we thinking about switching?
I have no plans to leave War. This game's not coming out for like 5 years. It's like,
Oh, okay. I don't look at other games.
oh, you're a one game guy?
I'm committed.
I mean, I'm still excited for it. I mean, it's a different setting. I love the KOTOR games, Knights of the Old Republic.
That's the thing that gets a lot of people, yeah.
And I mean, we'll see. I mean, like she said, it's still more than a couple years out. And other news, my Florida Gators are going to the BCS National Championship. Go Gators! What is up? All you naysayers can now suck the cock of Florida.
Daddy's home, bitches.
So let me get this straight. Paz has zero knowledge of any sports, and you're just all about it.
That's
Yeah.
why they get along so well.
Yeah, they're like the odd couple.
I just love Tech. He's my favorite because he knows everything about sports. Thanks, Spaz. Aren't you a big Dolphins fan too there, buddy?
Miami Dolphins, after going 1-15 last year, they are now they are, as it stands right now, 8-5. Way to go, Dolphins. Go Fins.
Congratulations.
Keep the dream alive. You're not our fault. The Bucks suck.
Hey, the Detroit
Yo.
Lions are about to do 0-16 this year. I know you're
At
all
least they get the
jealous.
first round draft pick.
Yep. God forbid any good college quarterbacks go to the pro this year. God help them. Yeah, seriously. The Bucks defense sucked on Monday Night Football. I'm sorry, Odie. I love Tampa. I love their teams, but
Well,
damn.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Tack, because I'm actually going to try out on Monday for the Bucks defense since they got ran over on Monday Night Football. Jesus, can Rondé Barber get thrown to the ground at least 5 more times in that game by a running back? Good God. It's amazing. The guy was bouncing off the ground when he was getting whatever.
I had the gift to have to work that night, so I did not have to watch it. Thank God, because I've been screaming at the TV and probably would have broken it. Episode topic: tanks.
Is it my turn?
Pat, you want to do your
Okay.
what?
It's my turn, ain't it?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, it's my turn. I'll talk about my take on tanks. I'm not much of a tank person, but there's something that I've been irking me lately. I've noticed a lot of inherent speculation about those Knights of the Burning Sun versus the Blackguard, which I am. They're not the same class. A group of 4+ Knights of Burning Sun / Chosens alike is much like the Paladins were in Dark Ages of Camelot. If they overlap their auras, they will certainly seem very powerful. My Blackguard has taken on more than one Knight of the Burning Sun. One-on-one, open RVR, and I won. In both situations, actually, with a one-hander and a shield. In single combat, they're normal. In packs, like wolves, they steamroll. You would see the same effect if Chosens ran together, but they don't like each other. Also, another thing, a misconception of the damage. When someone has a few or no deaths in a scenario, they will rack up plenty of damage. That does not mean they're overpowered, simply well supported, admittedly an annoyance, but if they work together as well as Order did, we'd be right up there on the same level you think they are at. Tack, your
Oh
turn.
my God! All right.
Wait,
I need
wait.
like
How many did you take on?
I need like
A pack of wolves. There was 4,000 of them.
You took them all on.
I took them all on.
you took them. I took them home.
I like men in armor. Because they burn like the sun. Blackguards are the best. Long live Blackguards.
Blackzilla. All right, I need 10 seconds to collect myself before I start.
You need 10 seconds. You didn't have to read that shit. I was holding it in so bad that I'm like fucking sweating. I wanted to laugh so bad. Paz is gonna be so pissed.
My tummy hurts.
All right, my take on tanks. The one who's a 40 tank, not a tier 1 tank.
Ouch.
There's a lot to go on tanks. Tanks in this game are extremely complex. There is not one class covers all. You can't roll a warrior and know how to tank on, the other classes. It's a different style with each type of tank. With the Chosen as it stands, as it was before Mythic decided to nerf us into the ground, our in-game tanking ability at least. We were the best tanks in-game, and I'm not going to say we were. It doesn't matter anymore. Tanking in this game is very difficult. There's different, on top of being a tank, there's different roles for you. A Black Orc, for one, is going to be better at taking, front-loaded damage than a Chosen or a Blackguard. Black Orcs are very, very much like how they are in the lore. They are very powerful. They're, hardy. They're strong. They can take a ton of damage. They can take a lot of punishment, and they can still keep on fighting. Chosen are not necessarily the demonic warriors that they were explained as, but we can be very pivotal in a battle if played correctly. We are very much debuffing tanks. We are meant to be, going into the back lines of the battle. We are meant to, be screwing with their healers with our, added cast auras or reduced healing auras, just wreaking havoc back there. And the Blackguards are our answer to Bright Wizards. As it stands for gearing out your tank, it's different and depending on which type of tank you are. I will speak for Chosen first because I know it's best. This is actually true for all of them. Toughness in-game tanking isn't that important. It doesn't scale well at all. If you're taking off 200 DPS and a monster hits you for 5k damage, it'll mitigate 250 damage. It's not that much. You're much better off just stacking wounds. I would say the order in which to stack your stats would be wounds, initiative, block, and parry, then weapon skill. With Black Orcs, you can go a little lighter on wounds and a little heavier on block and parry, or maybe a little bit heavier on parry because you have a lot of inherent abilities, tactics to block. And Chosen can go a little lighter on parry because they have a lot of inherent abilities that increase their chance to parry. I can't really speak for Blackguards. There's not really very many 40 Blackguards out there who know what they're doing. Next up is two-hand tanks.
I saw a level 40 Blackguard.
Did you?
Yeah, today when we were doing open RVR.
Next up is two-handed tanks. Guys, I know you want to be a Mortal Strike warrior. I know you want to be this heavily armored, DPSing machine. You're a tank. You have heavy armor. You have high hit points. You can't have high strength. You gotta trade off something in there. Although Mythic has admitted to two-hand tanking is doing less damage than originally planned. And they do plan to change this. They haven't...
Hi, Dad.
Glad you could join us, buddy.
Good, what's going on?
Not a whole lot.
All right, then.
What were you saying, Dak?
Something
I
about
lost my
tanks
place.
sucking cock? I don't know.
This coming from the man who comments on Tier 1 tanks.
I love Justin Timberlake, though.
That's your voice.
Yeah, I assume that's what it would sound like when I'm not here. I mean here, but not here. Oh,
I'm
hey.
glad you're using your big boy voice now, buddy. Let's get moving.
Yeah, that's because you guys stopped kicking me in the nuts.
Give me a second to collect myself here. Like I said,
Oh,
Mythic has made that too. Oh my god.
the two-handed tanks were doing less damage than originally planned, and then you were saying, however, and then you started giggling. I'll pick up where you left off. However,
hey guys,
this doesn't mean that there'll be Mortal Strike warriors running around. That's what you were saying.
It's mine. It's mine.
Here, I'll read it for you. That doesn't mean there'll be
No.
Strike warriors running around more all of a sudden.
Hey, it's not my fault you don't take time off a week ahead of time.
What are you talking about? I had to work.
I don't know. Let me go back to doing what I was saying, please.
Hurry up, Devin.
Mythic has admitted that two-hand tanks are doing a lot less damage than they originally planned. They haven't said how much, but I just want to keep, you guys keep in mind that tanks, and Mythic has stated very many times that tanks are going to adhere to their archetype very, very harshly. No matter what you do, you're going to be a tank. You're not going to be dropping, fat, high numbers. You're there to be a pain in the side, but you are not going to be able to burn down a healer.
Ever, actually.
So
Unless you're a marauder.
He's on my tanks, not marauders.
Much joy has been spread through the ranks of chaos or the ranks of destruction rather, as Bright Wizards have finally been brought in line. They have been they have found a couple bugs with their damage. Detonate was doing 2 to 3 times the damage on the initial take that I was supposed to, and they brought it down.
2 to 3
so
times?
So now Bright Wizards... Yeah, 2 to 3 times.
Holy crap.
I was receiving 2 to 3 times. Yeah, I was receiving 2 to 3 times the stat bonus I was supposed to. Big oopsie.
Yeah, move the decimal over a little bit. Jeez.
Oopsie.
And this doesn't mean that they're completely useless. They're still a threat in the battlefield. The line is blurred with whether or not you should down them fast or down the annoying Rune Priest right next to them. I would still say go for the Bright Wizard because they will be able to completely foil your ability in order to kill that Rune Priest. They're still very, very squishy, much more than the Rune Priest is actually. Burn them down. They are still a very big threat in the battlefield. 2 or 3, I've watched 2 or 3 burn down Togzanen in all of his glory of 9,500 hit points and 600 corp resist in less than 10 seconds. I've watched it happen. It is not fun. It'll make you scream, what the fuck, but it's what they're designed to do.
And he'll scream it too, trust me.
Yeah, like a little girl.
Just so you guys know, from what I've seen in Open RVR, I've been out there a lot with the other guilds out there, and I can tell you this: the organization we have on our room is absolutely phenomenal. We have been blessed with commanders who know what they're doing. They know their classes. They know tactics that work. They know how to get things done. I can tell you this: as soon as victory points getting straightened out and the fortress lie gets dealt with, we could very easily be in Altdorf very quickly. So keep that in mind. It's not some far off thing. It's very, very close. And in fact,
you guys almost locked Prague this morning, didn't you?
Prague is locked.
Very, very close, but is it?
Yeah, Prague is locked now. It was locked before I logged off.
Dude, that was awesome this morning. Okay, go ahead, Tech.
Once again, come back to Wounds Talismans. Very soon, they're just gonna go crazy in price. As it stands right now, you can get a plus 19 Wounds tablet for about 25 gold in the age. I would say it'd be safe to assume that's going to double in price at least. So I would go out if you have the gear if you have the money right now, and buy as many as you can,
and then sell
every
them.
Piece of. I'd say keep a couple for you. Every piece of those of the tier gear, Annihilator, Sentinel, Invader, Conqueror, all of that has an empty wound slot, and it's 5 to 6 possible wound slots. And if you have 19 wound talismans, you can get quite an extra bit of health.
Almost 1,000 extra hit points, man.
There's also Jit Crusher, an ex-alliance mate, told me one time he could make plus 25 wounds talismans. Those are going to be pretty expensive, but just think about it. 6 plus 25 wounds talismans, that's 1,500 extra hit points. That's a big difference in any class.
Yep.
Yeah, tell me about it, man.
That's
I'll be talking to him soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to cost a lot, so just be prepared that gold in this game is about to become very much important.
Paz, do you want to do the on the spots for tech?
Yeah, it'll feel good to actually do something on this podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I would love to.
That would be so awesome.
Timberlake, you're number one. You're number one, Mr. Timberlake.
Wow, this is what you've been dealing with the whole time, Zelly. I'm sorry.
You notice I'm rather quiet.
Yes.
Yeah, she has been quiet. This podcast is never going to get released.
All right. Sorry. All right. Continue, please.
All right, on the spot, Taxanen. This is one of Wynn's questions. The very first one.
Are you Iron Man?
That was
whatever.
That was epically failtastic.
You have no idea.
Okay, so are you Iron Man?
I can't speak like a
so
damn
eloquently
robot.
put it. Ozzy did it. Why can't you? Do a bunch of drugs. I'm not advocating drug use, kids. I guess I am. Talk is a lean, mean, order army fighting machine.
But do you have rockets in your gauntlets?
I have a rocket in my pants.
I knew it. I knew.
Jesus. Wow. How did I not see that coming?
Can you set him up some more?
Yeah. I think I will. I'll just sprinkle it in like candy.
Awesome.
Okay, Taxon, here's some more winning questions. Why do you play a tank? Since
Actually,
I know that you normally don't.
Yeah, this was actually the first MMO that ever started out as a tank. Normally, I am either a ranged DPS caster or front and your face DPS, melee DPS. Those are the roles I'm most used to. I've always liked tanking. I've always rolled a tank as an alt. Never really got him to max level, but I like thinking that, the group's life depends on me, and if I so want it, I can kill us all. So keep that in mind next time.
Great.
I chose
you.
I chose Chosen because as Paz was there the minute I said it, I took one look at him in the first cinematic, and I watched him absolutely own a warrior priest, and I said, "Oh my god, I want to be that."
Yeah, actually, that's true. Devin, during the game, as it was we were waiting on it and playing Dark Age and stuff like that, he was like, "Oh my god, the mages is gonna be so sweet. It's gonna be awesome. They look so fucking cool and all that kind of stuff." And then as soon as the first screenshot he ever saw of a Chosen, he goes, "I'm playing that." He's like, "That's my character, dude. That's me right there." Okay, so when are you going to add your story?
I am a very particular story writer. I have to be particularly emotional in some way, either depressed or another way, in order for me to think that I am writing well. When I just write to write, just for the fun of it, I write a lot better than when I try to force it. I like to let things flow. I've never really written an outline in any of the writing material I've ever done in school. It's something like that. I don't know why. I just seem to write better when I just wing it. I have gotten it up a couple times to. I just gotten it up. I have gotten up to. I have gotten up to trying to add to the story a couple.
You've gotten it up a couple times? What?
She was just so fat, and I was just so drunk, and it was hard.
Okay, so moving on. When it comes to rewards, do you prefer getting a big sword or a spanking?
Depends on who's giving the spanking.
Or how about this, the spanking with the big sword?
Once again, depends on who's giving the spanking.
Okay.
If
All right.
Megan Fox, by all means, go at it, baby. By the way, if you ever listen to this, call me. I would love to date you.
His questions are really
You guys
crazy.
like an
Just
old
who the
man.
hell do you think you are? Has the burning sensation gone away yet? We're all pulling for you.
Yes, we are, buddy. Use the cream.
Yeah. You really, it's
ever-
twice a day. It's twice a day, man.
Ever since Knights of the Burning Sensation were introduced in the game, it's just terrible.
It's like you've had an outbreak.
They're just everywhere, and in every scenario I'm in, there's like 6 or 7 of them, and they just keep popping up. I mean, no matter how much you think they go away, like 6 or 7 more come up. It's like trying to kill a Hydra.
Who
Well
would you rather do? A bearded dwarf chick Ironbreaker, or that bright wizard chick who gave you the burning sensation last time?
The bright wizard chick.
All right, so questions now are from Okami. Do you believe in Santa Claus?
No.
Okay.
Pussy.
And what's the answer to life, the universe, and everything? And don't you dare say 42. I love those ones.
I was honestly going to answer that too.
Yeah, she stole your answer.
To get a little serious here, I think the answer to the life, the universe, and everything is straight up. As corny as it's going to sound, I think it's love.
Aww.
Aww. I didn't know you were a fag.
You're such a liar.
Aw.
No, I'm serious. Life is what you make of it, and if you let bad things happen to you, then you will never be happy. And if bad things happen to you and you don't allow them to get to you, you keep on trekking through, you'll be happy, and you'll meet someone who will make you happier, and then I think that's a full life. That's just me.
Aww.
Right.
I want to hug you again.
Aw.
All right,
All right, so-
Cinderella. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's go Snow White. Kara's questions. What is your favorite podcast and why?
The one you got naked on.
Which one wasn't that one?
I don't know,
Hopefully
do
it's
you get
not this
naked
one.
often?
Let's just say it's a good thing we don't do vidcasts. Enough said.
Are you naked on your podcast?
If someone created a tune called Hammer, would you be scared? Tack, that's you. I don't think that's relevant. Moving on. Actually, no, but it's a good idea.
I might be
So
right
someone-
now. Just saying, just throwing it out there.
he might be at least pantsless.
Definitely that much.
If someone created a tune called Hammer, would you be scared?
No, I don't think I would be.
Could you ever take Carr seriously, and if so, in what situation?
Yes, I would take him seriously when it came to advice about STDs.
Oh,
And how?
good choice. All right, when naked in-game, do you leave your shoes or belt on? Why or why not?
No, I don't leave them on because then you wouldn't be naked. I
If
mean,
you were given 3 wishes, what would they be for?
if I was given 3 wishes, I would wish for the first wish to be to have completed my fighter pilot training and be flying strike fighter jets, preferably an F-22. That'd be 1. 2 would be to have a little bit more money so I could afford going to college, and 3 would be Megan Fox naked in my bed right now, ready to go.
All right.
Moving on.
Doing word associations from Carr. Dak, you're not allowed to look. What's the first word that pops in your mind when I say pickle?
Jesus.
Ice cream.
Melting.
Lube.
Graphite.
Okay. Periodic table of elements. KY.
Science class.
If I say lube and you say graphite, if I say periodic table of elements, you better say something like porn. Okay, so we had some listener feedback. Larry Renna emailed us to let us know about the low-price pharmacy with big selection of hot, demanding meds like Xanax, Valium, Viagra, and Cialis.
And it's real.
And it's real. Christine Eileen emailed us to let us know that we can get replicated watches like Rolex at $210, but we have to hurry before the inventory is all gone. We really appreciate that tip, Christine. Thanks. Eloise Sheena emailed and is concerned about whether CoTCast has a degree and a job. She's let us know that we can buy a college degree based on our life experiences. I thought that was very considerate. Thank you. Michelle, sort of like Madonna, emailed us to let us know that she likes to flirt and show off on her webcam.
She does.
She's like a very friendly girl, but being 19-year-old student in London, I'm concerned about the education she's receiving because she did spell the word "come" wrong in a request for us to come chat with her.
She lives in Florida now.
I'll come to her.
Wow, wow.
Devin, you have to do the
Aw.
outro.
All right, hold on. Thanks for listening to the episode of CoTCast. CoTCast is the podcast of Circle of Trust, Warhammer Online, Age of Reckoning Guild, Fighting for Destruction, Aftermark. We are a proud member of the Eternal Wag Alliance. CoTCast is owned and produced at the whim of Circle of Trust Guild members. The opinions expressed in this podcast are the personal views of specific guild members in the podcast and not necessarily represent the entire Circle of Trust Guild. Our views should not be misrepresented as official views of anyone or anything else. Questions, comments, feedback, errors, voice messages, in MP3 or WAV format, etc. can be sent to circletrust.guild@gmail.com. We invite you to write a review on iTunes and visit our website, www.circletrust.org.
Not bad.
Thank you, and Paz loves the penis.
I certainly do, boys and girls.
So you made it easier, Zelly. What happened?
Oh, yeah, I did. I cut out a bunch of stuff.
Well, she knew it was going to be me intact. She didn't think you were going to be here, so she made it a lot shorter.
I had to do something.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. To make you guys feel better about yourselves. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't do what you did.